Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tabwa.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilaiti Ambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
In the news tonight, 158 complaints received for fake jewellery. AG calls on Fijians to take note of political parties' agenda. And police make a breakthrough in alleged murder case.
From the studios of FBC Suva, I'm Rita Sagar.
Call is being made to jewellers to provide a certificate of authenticity to consumers, guaranteeing that the jewellery they sell is not fake. This after a consumer was sold fake 22-carat gold bangles, and despite being given a lifetime guarantee, the gold started peeling off within the first year of its purchase. Pranita Prakash reports.
In the last 10 years, the Consumer Council has noted a growing number of consumers being duped into purchasing fake jewellery.
There has been 158 complaints that the council have received regarding gold jewelleries, and there are different types of natures of complaints that we have received. Some varies from misleading advertisement, where jewelers actually turn to advertise that they are selling a gold product, and later it is found that it is a fake jewellery.
In a recent case, a consumer was duped into buying fake gold bangle and reported the matter to the council after being denied redress.
And found out that it was actually not gold bangle, it was copper inside with gold layering, after which the council took steps and got the bangles tested, and that was the result. It was copper bangles with 22-carat gold layering.
The Consumer Protection Agency says this is a direct breach of the FCCC Act.
There are testing mechanisms that's available in Fiji now, that we're able to test whether whatever you're buying is gold, and it's not about whether it's gold plated. It's also on the amount of gold that's in a particular product.
The Consumer Watchdog says consumers should demand for certificate of authenticity while purchasing authentic jewellery. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Attorney General Ayaz Said Qayyum says it's vital that Fiji has an electoral system that has integrity so that Fijians can freely exercise their right to vote in an election. His comments came after concerns were raised from the public regarding some political party members using the race and religion card during their pocket meetings. Kelly Vadala reports.
The Attorney General is urging the Electoral Commission and FICAC to carefully look into information political parties disseminate to the public.
They need to be actually very quick with these kind of complaints. They need to pursue it. They need to ensure that they report it to organizations like FICAC. And indeed, those organizations, if they really want to contribute to building strong democratic institutions and strong democratic electoral systems, then we need to get rid of this kind of political environment.
Said Qayyum says Fijians should take note of what each political party can bring to the table.
People need to understand that that's not a very good way to conduct the affairs of a country. If you have a political party that can actually go around spreading fears based on ethnicity or religion, can you imagine what they would be like in government?
The Director Human Rights and Anti-Discrimination Commission has called on all political parties to keep the election campaign clean.
Stand up to racial and religious vilification. Say no to intolerance and keep the campaign clean. Fight on issues that really matter to people without vilifying, incriminating and looking past the color of their skin and the God they worship, right? Look at real bread and butter issues that affect people.
Meanwhile, FICAC has charged a proposed candidate for NFP with one count of racial or religious vilification under the Electoral Act of 2014. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
Police have made a breakthrough in relation to the alleged murder of a 23-year-old tertiary student at the FDB foreshore 3 months ago. A 20-year-old man has been taken into custody for his alleged involvement in the murder. Police confirm investigators had pursued several leads and managed to gather information linking the suspect to the incident. The suspect was arrested yesterday and is currently being questioned at the Totongo police station. The deceased was found lying in a pool of blood by 2 men near the Suva foreshore in May. There is a decline in the total number of Methodist Church of Fiji members compared to last year. Confirmed by the church president, Reverend Epineri Vakandewavosa, the total number of church members in 2017 was 196,534, while for this year it stands at 194,808.
We look at some positive reflection because many of our members are going overseas to New Zealand, Australia. In the UK, we have 4 ministers, and congregation there is growing, and also in Europe. So these may contribute to the declining of our church at home. But fortunately, other sides of the world are rising with their statistics.
Still to come, Sawani Police Post revamp complete after 14 years. NMSP receives $40,000 worth of emergency and response supplies. Details after the break.
Bula, neva ngo malakai leloma ngongai nakas ondu wakarong ng Bula FM nambando ay nasere.
Hoya ubasit sai sa Lambasa ya ondu talita na warong ng Bula FM nambando ay nasere.
Gua da tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka talita kina na warong ng Bula FM nambando ay nasere.
Wana tuma ng Bula FM nambando ay nasere nawaluan.
Na vengo fane na tao ngo singa toka kita ondu talita kana Bula FM nambando ay nasere.
Bula FM nambando ay nasere.
It has taken more than a decade to complete the Sawani Community Police Post. During the handing over today, the police commissioner says the new furnished police post will definitely boost the work of his officers in the Sawani area. Anna Ravula reports.
It took 14 years for the completion of this police post as it had a lot of obstacles along the way.
I've attended a lot of meetings here before. When you come to a meeting in the hall, you come to the service station, you buy a candle because there is no light here, and you also ask for a piece of curtain that you have to sit on.
This is no longer the case for police officers and people in the area, as Westpac Fiji donated the much-needed equipment.
We've had filing cabinets, whiteboards, notice boards, a dining table, dining benches, a wall clock. We've donated 12 tins of paint, obviously to paint the interior and exterior of the property, doors, computers for the office, printer, shelves, tables for the office, and also the veranda for the railing for the veranda at the front of the property, and that it has actually come from my home.
The police commissioner says it's vital to have such partnerships with various stakeholders.
The main purpose as to why we continue to aggressively pursue similar partnerships, such as the one we have with your cooperation, or public support for that matter, is because we need to be proactive rather than reactive if we are to effectively fight crime.
Gilio says that it's not often that they get such assistance, but this is a big push for police officers at the Sawani post when delivering the services needed of them. Anna Rovulo, FBC News.
The Medical Service Pacific received $40,000 worth of emergency and response supplies in an event of post-disaster relief efforts. While receiving the supplies, MSP Executive Director Jennifer Poole says the supplies will enable them to respond immediately to communities affected by a natural disaster, providing a full range of health and social services. The supplies include safe birthing kits, new mother kits, dignity and wash kits. MSP is specialized in reproductive health care, maternal and child health, counseling and provides legal advice for families and survivors.
Funding support for disaster preparedness, MSP is able to put together some essential relief kits which can be pre-packed and pre-positioned. This will allow our teams to respond rapidly.
Getting the right information prior to a disaster is crucial. Australia's Councillor for Development Corporation for Fiji, Christina Munzer, says having the right information from the right sources can save lives. She adds Fiji is vulnerable to more frequent and stronger tropical cyclones, so Fijians should be well prepared.
It's just more about making sure we have the right information, that we're coordinating with the right people. Often, particularly when events occur in the maritime locations, just about really getting the right information, reporting it back, preparing all the materials and the equipment, and the right people.
Serving Fijian youths equally is a core focus of the Ministry for Youth and Sports. While handing over a cement mixer and other carpentry equipment for Kuar Singh, a young entrepreneur from Kilaka village, Kumbulo in Bua, Minister for Youth and Sports Lesenia Tuitumbo says the ministry will always lend a helping hand to youths who need help. Senia Nimboila reports.
The Ministry of Youth and Sports assures all youths that despite of religion, race and ethnicity differences, people will be treated equally.
We're not only here to serve Itoke youths or Christian youths, we serve Muslim youths, Hindu, every youths in the country.
Kuar Singh says the donation by the ministry is timely and it will boost his work.
I'm so thankful to the government for the opportunity to go back to school and for the equipment that I have received today. I have built some homes here in the village, Sabu Sabu and in Suva from the knowledge that I acquired from the institution.
Singh has a registered company named Kuar Civil Works. Sainia Nimboila, FBC News.
Up ahead in sports, St. Teresa wins the FPC Under-20 Cup final. And Ramsamy Nasinu Premier, defending champions, goes down to FMF Tadirua. Details after the break.
Voila, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singapore. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Koroko, Singapore. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Mariva. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singapore.
Gold FM, only the classic.
The St. Teresa rugby side won the FBC Under-20 Cup final in the 2018 Fiji Bida Savu Savu Sevens at Ratanaganilao Park this afternoon. St. Teresa won against Sangale Mamas despite being tied at 7-all. Both teams went on in extra time and both failed to score any try. However, St. Teresa was awarded the victory since they scored first in the game. Here are the highlights.
Work that time for is Elaki Angio, and then it's taken away that time by St. Teresa. A gift try by St. Teresa. All set, ready to go. Tomasi. Oh, that's good. And that is a try from Laisam Bakau. All over, they'll have to go and play extra time. Out with that ball, now kicks it out. St. Teresa, 7 points all. St. Teresa will win the FBC trophy for scoring the first try.
FMF Tadirua has won the Ramsamy Nasinu Premier 15s competition, beating defending champions Newtown 16-13 at the St. Marcelin School grounds in Vatuanga today. Tadirua put down a try in the dying minutes of the second half through numbers 8 Paulangarikau to snatch the win from their neighbour. John Tambore reports.
FMF Tadirua is now the holders of both the Ramsamy Shield and now the Nasinu Premier 15s trophy.
Also thank Newtown for giving us one good game. Also thank the boys for team effort, teamwork to give us a win today.
Nasinu Rugby President Paulambiu says this year's tournament could not have been a success without corporate support.
I just would like to acknowledge and we thank our main sponsors, Ramsamy, for being with us, which we managed to complete our first competition.
Win now sets a good platform for Tadirua's Ramsamy Shield defense.
Our weakness today, we'll go back to our ring boards, we'll think about it, reset and come back on the first match against Tawat.
Meanwhile, in the third and fourth place playoffs, Flick Watuanga beat Nandera 29-19 to finish the competition in third place. John Sabore, FBC Sports.
The Nandi football side hopes to get its first win over Tavua when they meet in the Vodafone Premier League tomorrow. The Jet-Setters are yet to register a win over Tavua since they were promoted to the Premier Division last year. Vashniel Prasad reports.
The odds are stuck against the Green Machine as they hope to end its winless run this weekend. Captain Verity Dixon believes the players are determined and focused on the job ahead.
Most of the time we used to underestimate them because they came in the Premier, so the boys are looking to change their focus on top of this.
Nandi will miss the services of midfielder William Valentine, but striker Rusiate Matarenga and defender Afras Ali are back in the side after suspension.
The team are gelling well. It's, last few games we lost many places, so yellow card injuries in them. Now we are preparing.
Nandi was held to a 0-0 draw by Tavua in their first meet during the Inter-District Championship last year before losing 2-1 in the Fiji Fec this season and again fell short in the VPL match where they lost by a goal.
Yes, it is. It is. Nandi is going to be a very strong side and we will try and beat them this time, hopefully, and all respect goes to the team too.
Nandi plays Tavua 3 p.m. at Prince Charles Park on Sunday. Vashniel Prasad, FBC Sports.
Fiji has started its ICC World 2020 East Asia Pacific Sub-Regional Qualifier on a high, beating Vanuatu by 2 runs. Fiji finished with a total of 145 runs for 9 wickets, while Vanuatu managed 143 for 7 wickets. Fiji was, however, thrashed by Papua New Guinea in their second match by 75 runs. PNG battled first and scored 188 runs in 20 overs at a loss of 8 wickets. In reply, Fiji managed only 113 overs in 20 overs, losing 9 wickets. PNG had earlier thrashed Samoa by 100 runs and is the only undefeated team in the tournament. The top 2 teams from the tournament will play the qualifier from the East Asia regional finalist for a spot at the World Cup. A new playing ground is now awaiting students of Vunavo Primary School in Vaturova, the Kaundrove, as they return from their 2 weeks break. Previously, the students were using only half the playing ground. Eleanor Turangaview reports the new ground was handed over to the school yesterday.
5 years ago, this ground was not playable.
During a wet spell, the rain and stray animals damaged the ground. It was not safe to use.
2 months ago, work on leveling and expanding the ground started to allow for games to be held here.
We have been wanting a ground for a long time now. While we are sad that it has come at a time that we are no longer playing, children are very fortunate to have been able to use it now.
The provision of the playing ground is part of the Ministry of Youth and Sports commitment to enhancing the development of sports and physical activity in the country.
The Ministry of Youth and Sports has worked to ensure that we provide the best investment in sports development and sports facility.
A memorandum of understanding has been signed between the school and the ministry to allow youths from the surrounding communities to use the ground as well.
What we have been doing in the last 3 or 4 years, supporting the development of sports in rural communities and also in urban communities.
This new playing ground is of IRB standard, sized 120 by 70 meters, and includes a complete running track. It can also accommodate a netball and a volleyball court. Eleanor Turangaview, FBC News.
Mostly cloudy periods with brief showers was experienced over the eastern parts and the interior of the larger islands. Fine weather prevailed elsewhere. Taking a look in the west, it was a sunny day for our westerners, with Singatoka and Nandi recording the highest temperature at 31 degrees. Eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, it was a cloudy day with a cool breeze. Raki Raki was the coolest at 26 degrees. And up north, a beautiful and hot day for all areas, hitting close to 30 degrees. Southeast winds 20 to 25 knots and rough seas, moderate southerly swells. For the tides, high tide will be at 11:47 p.m. with low tide at 5:26 p.m. Sunrise will be at 6:24. As for tomorrow, similar conditions today will carry on tomorrow with sun in the west and cloudy conditions in the central and northern division. And looking on further on to Sunday, a mix of sun and showers kind of weather situation can be expected. Recapping the main stories, 158 complaints received so far for fake jewellery. AG calls on Fijians to take note of political parties' agenda. And police make a breakthrough in alleged murder case. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM, to our poll question segment. Should there be more awareness about the pitfalls of working abroad? Visit our FBC website to answer. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.